Tonight on Southwest Local News. New tree management for Warrnambool with improvements for green spaces. Extra farming traffic expected for harvest with drivers urged to remain patient. Premier Jacinta Allen issues a formal apology to First Nations people. And in sport, athlete Angus Ewan returns a national champion for discus in the under-17s bracket.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. Trees, and lots of them, are on the radar of Warrnambool City Council. Councillors have adopted a tree management framework and 2025 and 2050 Warrnambool Urban Forest Strategy. These documents have provided Council with goals to aim for in relation to the amount of trees and green spaces in the city. Mayor Ben Blaine said Council understands the importance of meeting the goals set in these documents.
So Council put forward a commitment to hit a target of 15% tree canopy cover by 2040, which is really important across our city. At the moment, our canopy cover sits a bit over 9%. So to be able to do that through investment, through consecutive budgets over the next 20 years is going to be amazing to see the change that that'll make across the face of our city. So when it comes to that target of 15%, it doesn't mean when we hit 15% we stop greening our wonderful city. It means we keep working towards, and we want to hit that community vision of 30% across the entire city.
An increase in farming activity this time of the year has an impact on the region's roads. While silage and harvesting seasons now with us, motorists have been alerted to be aware of extra farming traffic. This will include harvesters, tractors and trucks, most of which will be oversized and slow moving. Car drivers are asked to be courteous and patient and give the bigger vehicles the extra space and time that they need. Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen yesterday issued an official apology to First Nations people during an address in the State Parliament. This apology is another step in the statewide treaty with First Peoples that was signed off on early this month. The Premier said yesterday that decisions made in the Victorian Parliament over its history had long denied the First Peoples of its lands and their rights. She said land was taken without consent and with violence. She said this Parliament was a place of reckoning for all who call Victoria home.
For the laws and policies which removed First Peoples from their lands and allowed the sale of sacred sites without consent, we say sorry. For the laws that filled institutions disproportionately with First Peoples and made this seem ordinary, we say sorry. For the harm that was done and the harm that continues, we say sorry with resolve to work with you to address injustice in all its guises.
The end is nigh for energy bill relief for Southwest residents. The federal government yesterday announced it would not be extending its $75 per quarter energy bill subsidy for all households, with the new year bringing it to an end. The subsidy was introduced in mid-2023 for 12 months before 2 extensions were provided, carrying it to this point. At a press conference yesterday, Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers was questioned as to why another extension was not granted, given the still high cost of living. Mr. Chalmers said the emphasis would shift from a bill relief in a temporary sense to ongoing relief via the tax system, via the Medicare system, and other ways as well. E-bikes and e-scooters continue to be an area of concern for police. With a crowded Warrnambool during summer coming up, the risk of accidents will increase. A number of fatalities have occurred across the country featuring e-bikes in recent times. At least one of these involved the rider not wearing a helmet, while police have clocked e-bikes exceeding 50 kilometres per hour. Helmets are required at all times for e-bikes and e-scooters, while e-bikes must have pedals, go no faster than 25 kilometres per hour, and operate to a standard bicycle road rules. For e-scooters, you must be 16, ride no faster than 20 kilometres per hour, not ride on roads with speed limits above 60 kilometres per hour, and have no passengers. One of the country's most popular comedians has included Warrnambool on his pre-Christmas agenda. Tom Gleeson will perform at the Lighthouse Theatre on Friday night. The show is short of a sellout with a full house expected by showtime. Gleeson made his name for stand-up shows and has since increased his profile through television. His Hard Chat and Hard Quiz TV products have elevated him to standing as one of Australia's most recognisable comedians. The community lobbying to keep its pool is about to step up in Port Fairy. On Thursday night, a public meeting will be held at St Patrick's School Hall. This meeting is for community members to have their say on the closure of Belfast Aquatics and what can be done to get it reopened. Moyne Shire Council has announced it will not be funding the works needed for the pool to be reopened. This has resulted in a community petition to have the $2 million found to bring the pool back up to standard and operational again. Warrnambool Food Share is planning for its Christmas break, but not before plenty of hard work. The Food Share team will deliver 6 tonnes of food before Christmas to those in need. Food donations will be taken until December the 19th and will reopen again on January the 6th. We went to Food Share to see the well-oiled operation and also found a secret ingredient.
Look, we are absolutely flat out, but we've got a great group of volunteers who have done this for years and years, and they know what they're in for. So we're looking at distributing about 6 tonnes of food the week before Christmas. So that's just the increase in need across the region that we're seeing due to the financial pressures on households.
A lot goes out and a lot has to come in because that's what we need, is a lot of food to come in for it to go out. Oh, it's good to have, made a contribution and try to help as little as you do, but you're part of an overall team, so it feels a little bit daunting sometimes because you're doing a lot of small things, but they all add up across the team.
So all of our hampers that go out, so the emergency food hampers, which is 3 days supply of food, we'll put a Christmas treats bag in each one of those next week, so an individual or a family will get a nice little surprise. Yeah, the secret ingredient in the Food Share warehouse is love. So when we're packing our food hampers, we're always popping a little bit of love and care in there as well. Yeah, so we close into the public on Friday the 19th at lunchtime. So anyone can drop in a donation. We've got all of our community's been so supportive as usual this time of the year, doing wonderful donation drives for us. We've had a lot of donations and we know the ones that are coming up. But if you're running a donation drive and want to pop it in before the 19th, that'd be great.
Enjoy the festive period and have a great new year, basically, and take care.
Colac is on track to get a new look with an artistic touch. Colac Otway Shire is calling for expressions of interest for public art projects. Local artists are being encouraged to apply for the funding to put a new face on public places in Colac and across the Shire. Funding for new public art installations or the creation of new art on existing infrastructure are both available. Mindfulness is being slotted in as a break from the Christmas rush in Hamilton. The Hamilton Botanic Gardens will on Friday be the location for an outdoor yoga class. The class is being run by the Hamilton Indoor Leisure and Aquatic Centre. The session, which will begin at 10 a.m, is free and beginner friendly. It will combine a mixture of vinyasa and hatha yoga. That's all in general news, and after the break we will return with sport and weather. Back soon.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential, whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
At the Tyre Factory Warrnambool, we stock the best range of alloy wheels to suit your ride. Steel wheels, wheel and tyre packages for caravans and trailers, and four-wheel drive wheel packages. The Tyre Factory, 180 Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
Craving KFC? Jump onto Uber Eats and order your favourites. Delivered by us with our own delivery drivers. It's the easiest way to get KFC from your local store to your door. Order on Uber Eats today.
At Powercore, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on lab support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercore.com.au. Powercore, essential as.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back, and first making news in sport. Warrnambool athlete Angus Ewing is now a national champion. On the weekend, Angus competed at the Australian All Schools Championship in Melbourne and came home as the Under-17s National Discus Champion. The performance is even more impressive given Angus is only 15 years of age. Another Southwest athlete, Jared Ferguson, won gold in the Under-18 boys 2,000 metre steeplechase final. Alexis Pickford came fourth in the Under-15s girls discus, while Nick Jukowicz finished fourth in the Under-14s boys javelin.
So I'm pretty happy with my first ever nationals appearance. Coming first makes me really happy, and all the work that's going into it has really shown out, like the result, all the work I've put in and all the hours I've put on the track. And it's been really good and really fun, and I'm really happy with all the progress I've made over this year. And
the Hampden Football Netball League has released its draw for the season of 2026. A noticeable change will be a return of the Grand Final to this Saturday before the AFL Grand Final rather than the Friday before. The opening round will be played on April the 11th, but the season will start on April the 3rd with a Good Friday clash between Koroit and South Warrnambool. Interleague will be played on May 23rd against Ballarat at Reed Oval. Despite talks of all football to be played on Saturdays, junior football will remain on Sundays. Warrnambool sprint car driver James McFadden has taken his good form north. On Saturday night, McFadden triumphed at the Mildura Speedway. McFadden was first across the line in the inaugural Mildura 410 sprint car scorcher race. He beat home Thomas Majurel in second, with Lachlan McHugh coming home in third.
First of all, thanks to Timber Speedway for putting this event on, and Waters Whiskey and everyone involved. It's cool to come to these country tracks and put on a good race and, race for really good money. So hats off to the promoters and everyone involved. It was tough, mate. We de-treated the motor a lot to try and save the tyres, and lucky that's the way the track went. So, yeah, Thomas kind of missed the rubber there down the back straight and split the car there. And I was lucky enough, he slowed it up a lot to get back to the rubber, and I was kind of already kind of in there, and we touched Nerf bars, but what a night, mate. Like I said, just really tough to know where to be. I could kind of sit on his outside, but I couldn't get it done. But yeah, hats off to my guys, obviously.
A clash of club mates went as expected in Western District Midweek Bowls pennant yesterday. Top of the ladder, City Memorial Diamonds defeated City Memorial Sapphires 66-44. In other games, it was a day for the home teams to triumph. Mortlake hosted Port Fairy and won by 18 shots, while Warrnambool Gold were 2-shot winners at home against Koroit. That's all in sport. Today in Warrnambool, local weather, a partly cloudy day today with a medium chance of showers in the afternoon and light winds becoming southeasterly, topping at 19 degrees. After the break, we'll go through the forecast for the entire southwest region. Back soon.
Pete Harris here from Lucas Brothers Butchers, home of our award-winning Great Ocean Road small goods hams. It all starts from our premier not-weighed pork, soaked in our signature brine for 24 hours. Then in our smokehouse, red gum wood chips work their magic, creating that unmistakable flavour. Once cooked, we cool, seal and weigh our hams, ready to take pride of place on your Christmas table. From my family to yours, make this Christmas unforgettable with our Great Ocean Road hams.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
Lava Street Veterinary Clinic, caring for Warrnambool's pets in our state-of-the-art family-run facility. This December, get 20% off all cat desexing and finish the year with healthy, happy pets. Visit 1051 Raglan Parade.
Barrastock cares about your dairy cows as much as you do. Our top quality feeds are designed to support the best possible animal nutrition and health, maximising your production through all life stages and seasons. That's why Barrastock is truly made for milk.
At Powercore, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on life support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercore.com.au. Powercore, essential as.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Thursday, we're experiencing cooler temperatures around the southwest, but as for Friday, we're warming right up and it might just be our first taste of summer. Now, further into the forecast. Port Fairy tomorrow, a top of 19 degrees, a mostly sunny day with light winds. Friday, a top of 27 degrees and a chance of fog in the southeast and overnight temperatures falling to 7. Saturday, 19 with a partly cloudy day and light winds. Shifting inland to Mortlake, a mostly sunny day tomorrow with light winds for most of the day. Clear skies and sunny for Friday, topping at 31 with northwest to northeasterly winds. And 21 for Saturday with only 1 millimetre to fall, light winds and a max UV index. Camperdown tomorrow, a sunny day with a top of 21 degrees and light winds. Mostly sunny and 31 degrees, starting off the day with fog on Friday, 22, and a partly cloudy day on Saturday with a chance of thunderstorms in the morning. In Port Campbell tomorrow, it will be sunny with a top of 20 degrees, 27 on Friday with a mostly sunny day, and Saturday mostly sunny with 19 degrees. Home to Warrnambool, sunny tomorrow with light winds, mostly sunny on Friday with a top of 26. Saturday, a partly cloudy day with a top of 19 degrees. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in, whether that be online, on podcast, or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedias Facebook page. Until Friday, I'm Sharna Rogers with peace. Good night.